Welcome to the meeting. So everybody. Everybody say hi to everybody that's on stage. Closer. Hi, Meg.
Hello, hello. Hello, okay. Yeah.
Okay, Skylar, crotch shot. It's like, welcome to the meeting. Yeah. Because it's like the worst angle in the world. It's like literally at your crotch. Is it bad? Here. Okay. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out what that was. Yeah. No. Selfie stick. Can you tell how many viewers are on? You guys come? Are you excited?
All right, we're gonna get started. Woo! I am so excited for you guys to be here tonight. I'm Tiffany, Herr, I'm a triple diamond, and this is
Skylar, Lambert, Presidential Diamond.
Woo! We have a bunch of amazing men and women here today. We appreciate you guys coming out tonight and to learn all together as one. This is awesome. We haven't really got all like the big team together yet, so this is really great. I can feel the energy like when everybody was walking in. I'm normally not nervous, but I'm very nervous tonight, and I don't know why, because I know half of you, and for those of you that I know, I'm sure you're nice, so I don't know why I'm freaking out right now. But I know that, I don't know what's going on here, but I know that Skylar probably wants to say something too before we open up.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm just really excited that we could all get everybody in the same room, and we have a lot of things that we want to share with you guys tonight, so I hope you guys are ready to listen, and if there's any time where you have questions or anything, just feel free to open up to us because we're here to help you and answer your questions. So I'm just really excited, and I hope you guys come up to us, and if I haven't met you yet, I hope that I do before we leave, and it's gonna be a fun meeting.
Yay!
Go to my YouTube channel. Like we're not a live audience or something.
Yeah.
Like people talking in the background. Okay.
All right, well, we're gonna get started because I know we also, I know me and Skylar,
Wanted to say thank you for those of you, some people we know have drove, over 2 hours to get here, and that's dedication. So for those of you that took 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever it is, whether it's 5 minutes, you're down the road, you're here for a reason, and you deserve to be here to learn and to pour in and meet your team members. So I know Skylar feels the same way. We both are like pumped that you guys all came, together as one tonight. So this is our first time all together, so this is exciting.
Yay!
But we're gonna get started. Skylar wants to announce the 25 winners for the supplements for those of you who ordered the exfoliant peel. So go ahead, Skylar.
Okay, if I pronounce your name wrong, please don't hold it against me because I'm really bad at reading. I'm really bad at reading. Okay, so I have this huge bag of supplements right here, and anybody that purchased the exfoliating peel within 24-hour period that it was released got put in a drawing for a free supplement. So when I call your name, you can come up here and pick out your supplement. Chelsea Carlson, she here? If you're not here, it's okay. You can get it later. Tori McCann.
Corey McKeon, the doctor's in the building. I know.
Christy Stevens.
Christy Stevens.
Jamie Schindler or Scheidler. Okay. Megan Tansey. Kristen Dunmeyer, who is in Florida. Kim Underwood. Is she here? Okay. I didn't think so. You can get your mom. Come up here. Julia Hall. Desiree Smith. She here? Brady Malone.
She's in Illinois.
Brooklyn Better, who's in Terre Haute.
Go Terre
Okay,
Haute.
if you're here, I need you to come up and mark your name off this list too. Like, I'll put it back there. You can go mark your name off. Whitney Haggard. Diane She's not here. Hello. Woo! Anna Marie, I can't read my mom's handwriting. Okay, sorry. Now,
She's in Illinois too.
okay, on your team, come get them and send them to them or something. She's on my team. Okay, I'll get that one. She's in Canada.
Tiffany. Oh, there you go.
They have to go to my
Abby Campbell.
Maybe tell
Does Heather was eating?
She's coming.
Okay, will someone tell her? John Smith
Go to
or David or
I think Dawn Smith. Yeah. Dawn Smith.
Beverly Cassidy
Good
and
job.
Megan Moran.
Woo! Go Megan! She's not here, but she's
Yeah, you guys all
Michigan.
did it.
Woo!
Okay,
Michigan!
so congratulations to everybody that won supplements. You're so good.
I'll get Stephanie as soon as she tells me what she wants.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stand up for this one because it gets me fired up. Okay.
How many of you in this room, and just be honest with me, are terrified to blitz? Just be real right now, because you're gonna see how many people. Okay, look how many people are terrified. See, I get worked up about this because everyone feels this way. We're all scared. We're all, worried about what people are gonna think and how they're gonna think of us when we're blitzing them. So I'm gonna give you guys some blitzing tools and steps to success to make your blitzing the best you can be. First step, do it, okay? They're not rejecting you, they're rejecting the product or the opportunity. So So when someone says no, they're not saying no to you personally. They're saying no, I don't want the product, it's not for me, or no, I don't want to do the opportunity, I have too much going on. Or as most would say, I'm a mom, I'm too busy. Well, you know what, we're all moms. Well, not everybody, sorry. We're moms, we have jobs, everybody works really hard, so we're not too busy. So that's my first, and which is pretty blunt, so do it. Second tip, I don't have time. You have all the time in the world. So today, I'll tell you guys, today I got up, got my son ready, and I decided I'm gonna go get my nails done. So I went to the nail salon, girl was sitting next to me. She started talking to me. She's like, I like your nails. I was like, I like yours too. And so, we connected on that level because she liked my nails and I liked hers, and it was awesome. So then I started talking to her. I said, well, what do you do for a living? And what's going on? I said, what do you do for a living? And she was like, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so that's why I'm here right now. And I was like, what do you do? And I was like, do you do anything for extra cash, or how do you do? She's like, no. And I was like, I got the perfect opportunity for you. So I pulled out the Blitz card, and I was like, here's a coupon. This is for $5 off of a wrap, or we can talk about the opportunity. It's only $99 to get started, and just kind of get to know her a little bit. Then I went to Marsh because I'm just not gonna talk about this because I think I'm loud enough. Then I went to Marsh, and I'm up there, and Barb is checking me out, okay? And Barb's awesome. She's in her 60s, okay? And Barb's checking me out. I needed avocados and some cottage cheese, so I was there, getting checked out. She's checking me out, and this is wrong, but I didn't have my Blitz cards on me. Number one problem, I didn't grab my purse with my Blitz cards. So I'm talking to her, and I was like, well, she's checking me out. She's having a conversation with me, like really wanting to talk to me. So I'm like, okay, and I'm like, what do you do for a living? Is this what you do full time? She was like, no, I don't do this full time. She's like, I'm just a part-timer. I do this for fun. She's like, I'm retired now. I work at Marsh so I can talk to people, and that's what she was super talkative. And then she goes to tell me she works at a Hallmark because she wants a discount. I was like, I love Hallmark too. I got my Wubbin up there. If you don't know what a Wubbin up is, if you have a kid, get one. They're awesome. So on a real Hallmark, I was like, oh my gosh, I love Hallmark. So we're chit-chatting late. I was like, Barb, it was so great to meet you. I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, I don't have a Blitz card. This is terrible. So I was like, I'm gonna be right back. So I grabbed my groceries and I run out to the car. I put my groceries in there. I grabbed a product catalog and a Blitz card, and I was like, I'll bring it in. And some lady's standing there in front of me, and then I walk behind her, and she's like, you're back again. And I was like, Barb, I have an opportunity for you. And I hand it to her, and I'm telling her about all the products. She's like, I really need relief. That would really help with my knees. She's telling me all this stuff, and she's going to be calling me this week to sign up as a loyal customer. So Barb is 60-something years old, and when you were checking her out, she was making conversation. That was a very easy Blitz. So if somebody's talking to you, get to know them. Ask them what they do, I asked her, do you have any kids? I got to know her on a level. And so then when I brought the product catalog, the Blitz card, she wanted to know more because she had spoke to me and she knew my good positive vibes and my energy, and she was feeling it, so she wanted to know more. So when you get to know somebody on a personal level when you're blitzing, they're really going to want to listen to you when you're trying to give them something. So that's that for you don't have time. Use those opportunities because those are really important. Blitzing is a lifestyle. I see so many people on our team pages say, today I'm going to blitz the whole day, or like I'm going to find one day to blitz. There's not a day to blitz. Blitz every single day. So whether it's the grocery store, the bank teller, the teacher that's teaching your kids, the what else? I don't even know. You're
in there tonight.
Yeah, or you're at your apostle. I don't know. I'm just thinking slow. I don't know. So you're in there and you're talking to them. Blitz every single person you come in contact with because you never know who your next runner is. You could be talking to them. Okay, actually, I want to do a little poll right here. Have any of you ever blitzed before and that person now is your runner? Like you talk to them whether it's an opportunity, not even just a blitz, but it's just the opportunity. Megan. There you go. Trees. That's amazing. So if she wouldn't have found that girl, she wouldn't have that runner right now on her team. So, what we mean by blitzing is a lifestyle, we're talking about not only, having your blitz cards with you, your blitz cards are as important as your cell phone. If you have your cell phone, you need to have your blitz cards in your hand, in your back pocket, down your shirt. I don't care where it is, just have your blitz cards, okay? YouTube isn't working?
If you go to youtube.com and type in Tiffany from the search, it will come up, but if you click my mom says she's like on it and it's not playing.
The link is not working. So tell them to go to Tiffany's page and then go click the broadcast.
Yeah. it
Don't
won't
use the
work on
link.
if you sent it. Did someone post that?
Let's, did somebody post it?
I did.
To go to Tiffany's
I
page?
shared her link, and then in the comment, I said you have to go to YouTube,
Okay.
then search Tiffany Herr, and then do it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, another
Let's
really
wait
great.
like 2 minutes. Do you think we should let them get plugged in, or are you good?
I have a lot
Go
of people
ahead.
texting
Okay.
right now.
Hold
I
on.
don't know
Put it
that.
on, like, instead of the comments, put it on the page.
I posted it on our page. Either way, it's recording, so they wanna like look back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
another thing is, this is a really great tip that I got to hear from somebody. If you have missed your blitz cards, or you don't have any, like you're waiting for them to come in, or you just don't have the money at the time, that's okay. Okay, we have solutions for not running your business and paying a lot of money for the business tools. Take a picture of your blitz card, just the front of it, so where it says the $25. So when you come up into contact with somebody, you bump into them, and you're like, oh my God, I have green beans too. You know, oh my God, and you're really excited because they have green beans too. And then you bump into them and you have a conversation over green beans. Who cares what it is? You know, Megan said one time she was like walking the grocery store, she's like, Teddy green. Anyway, Megan's the blitzing queen, so if you need help, then go to her. But like I was saying, when you blitz somebody, if you don't have a conversation, be like, you know what, I have a coupon for you. I don't have them with me, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture. I have a picture, let me text it to you. Okay, now this is a different ballgame because you have their number now. You text them the coupon. So now you're gonna be able to follow up with them. You're gonna get connected with them all the time. And now they have your number for life and they're totally gonna love you for it. I can promise you that. Now this is from Gabby. I had never heard this before, I'll be honest. And this is why I say you learn something, whether you're a triple diamond, double diamond, ruby, you learn ambassador diamonds, we're all learning every day. Gabby had a great answer for somebody on our page and I loved it so much. She said that if somebody says no, so for those of you that saw my, where I was blitzing that girl at Target and she said no to the blitz card, it's okay for people to say no. Like I said, if they're not saying no to you, they're saying no to the product or the opportunity. She was still nice to me. When I left, she said, have a great night. I was like, I'll see you soon. I'm at Target all the time, you know, that kind of thing. So maybe I'll work on her. You never know. But what she said was when someone says no, you're going to look at them and say, you know what, take it anyway and give it to somebody who you think might want it.
I love this.
That is so cool, Gabby. So, Gabby, that was an amazing tip, especially for me because, you know what, I might have just lost somebody because I didn't hand her the blitz card back. But if I would have said to her, can you please just take this and give this to somebody that might want it, that could have been maybe my runner.
And she might even have kept it and then like, oh, well, I'll just keep it if someone else wants it.
Exactly. And then she's seeing it and she's like, wow, I'm just going to check it out. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
So that was a great tip. I absolutely love that. So another awesome thing is if you're talking to somebody like today, when I was talking to Barb and she was checking me out, she had such a sweet soul and personality. She was very talkative. And what I did when I spoke to her is instead of doing the products for her about the wrap, I went immediately to the opportunity. So when I walked in, I said, I just want to let you know I'm Tiffany Herr. I own my own business. Say that. You don't have to say, do you know what It Works Global is? Say, I own my own business. You would be perfect for this. I would love to have you. I'm going to give this to you. When you give somebody a compliment and make them feel good, they're going to take it 100%. She was so like receptive of me giving that to her. She was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'll definitely be contacting you now. And I now know where she works. She works at Hallmark in Brownsburg. I'm going to Hallmark in Brownsburg in 2 days to follow up with her. I'm going to meet her in person because I want her to know that I had a great connection with her because I really did. I thought about it when I left there. I was like, gosh, what a sweet soul. Like, she is so nice. And so that's why you get to know people and get a connection with them and find out what they're doing because now I know where she works. That's creepy. Okay. Terrible. Oh my gosh. Don't be following people home, guys. Come on. Okay, so did you want to go? Do you want me to keep going? Okay. So this is my absolute favorite subject. How to sign distributors. Okay. So I always normally get started with being excited. How many of you are excited every single morning when you wake up about this business? Be honest, just raise your hand. If you're not excited every single day, we can talk. I think I'll change your perspective. Every single morning that I wake up, I'm thinking in my head, whose life can I change this morning? I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about my volumes. I'm not getting on eSuit and sitting on there all day because you know what? eSuit's not getting you paid. Okay? Going out and working is what's getting you paid. I'm excited every single day. When I talk to somebody, my excitement right now is like this all the time. To the point that some of my girlfriends that have known me for 10 years, when I tell them their story, they're looking at me and they're like,
when I'm done, they look at me and they're like, should we be happy or excited? I'm like, excited! And they're like, okay, we're excited! And then we're like, am I supposed to be really mad? And I'm like, we're supposed to be mad. And they're like, well, we're mad then. That's terrible. So, be excited, be passionate. People want to be around excited, passionate people. If you see a group of people and they're laughing and giggling, having fun, you're going to turn around and look and see why they're laughing, giggling, and having fun.
That actually happened tonight when we were at dinner.
Okay.
Because we're all like having a great time. These old people, Megan pays attention. These old people walk in.
I'm a whole
No, I know, but I'm
what's going on?
talking about you. So, like, we're all sitting there, and like these old people walk in, and we're all laughing, having fun. They're like, "Where's my seat?" And Megan's like, "Oh, it's right here." And then she turns around and like blitzes them, and she stood there for like 20 minutes talking to this old lady about it. So, like, she got that blitz because they saw our people excited.
She even got on the phone with her daughter and was like, listen to all this product, and she was literally looking through the whole product catalog that I gave her. She's like, can I keep this? I was like, well, yeah. That's what I think. Of course you can.
have to give that back.
No, I need it back right now. No, she was so excited, and she was on her phone looking through the catalog and talking to her daughter while we were at dinner.
Yeah.
See? So excitement, passion, positivity. People love it. How many of you are attracted to positive, excited, passionate, successful people? I am. Right. And that's why I follow the people that I do. That's why I connect with the people that I do, because I want to be just as successful as they are. So what I want to talk about is, if you don't have a product that you love, you need to find one, okay? And if you're not seeing the opportunity, then maybe the opportunity isn't for you, okay? Everyone in this room should have a product they love. So I'm going to name some people out. Name your favorite, literally, that you can't live without. Mine is Fat Fighters. I cannot live without them because I love carbs. I love them. And get those carbs out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Favorite product.
Fat fighters also.
Okay. Favorite product.
Greens.
Confianza.
I fell in love with
New you.
Yeah, you always post about that. Obviously you. Okay, so if you don't have a product that you love, or if you're not using something consistently, start using a product consistently, because you will fall in love with that product. And until you fall in love with this company and that product and the opportunity, and you really see what you have in your hands, you will not be successful with this. Okay, it's all in your mind and your brain, and it's all self-development with that. So, another thing, get over yourself. Okay, being honest with you guys, being real. This is more than you. You don't wake up in the morning and say, how much money am I going to make today? What is my team doing for me? You're saying, what can I do for my team? Whose life am I going to change? Who can I call to help today? Who can I help chart? Who can I call to get them pumped up? I see that they're maybe down. What can I post on the team page to make some people excited? Because seriously, it could be one post, and there might be 1,000 people on the team page, but one person might have needed to see that post that day, and it might change their entire business. So get over yourself. And I believe that 100% when people say that to me. I love hearing that, because you know what? You're right. It's not about you. And I'll be honest, I didn't realize that it wasn't about me until about June. Okay? And that's terrible, because that means, March through then, I was go, go, go with my team. And my team that's stuck with me from now know how much I've changed and developed since then. Okay? I thought, not in a rude way, but I just thought, how can I get to the next level? It's about me, but it's not about that anymore. It's about pouring into your team and really, truly loving them, and realizing that when your team does good, you do good, okay? So wake up in the morning and ask yourself, who can I help today? Because, it's not about you. So that's a major thing for me. Messaging 10 new people a day. How many of you guys woke up this morning and had a goal? Because there's 2 days left. Nikki, what was your goal?
2 lower customers today.
Okay. Meg, what was your goal?
I didn't have a goal. I just kept going.
We're going to talk about
I need to finish strong, so message and I follow up with everybody, especially at the end of the month. I just don't want to stop, and you shouldn't slow down in the month. Message everybody, and if they said no, that's fine. But I did not stop. I was on my Facebook Messenger. I was on, my text messaging, and I didn't post a lot on Facebook because
That was your goal. You wanted people. That's why you contacted them.
Exactly. So that was my goal. I didn't have a personal number, but that was my goal.
Good.
So, posting on Facebook, talking about your business every single day on social media, but it's not just about social media, guys. Like I said, it goes back to contacting people. I was super successful at the beginning of my business because I got people on the phone every single time. If they didn't want to talk to me, I was finding a way to get them on the phone. Because when I got them on the phone, they heard my excitement, my passion, and they were like, well, yeah, of course I want to order hair, skin, and nails. Because I was like, their hair, skin, and nails, they're biotin, your hair is going to be down your butt, they were nuts. They were excited, fat fighters, you're going to lose 400. I'm kidding, I don't say that. But I get people excited, so people want to do it. I know. Okay, so this success does not come by chance. Okay, so I'm going to read you guys a little post that I got from Oprah. I love her. I think she's an awesome person. She came from nothing, and she's $1 billion brand now, and she will never be less than that. She's amazing. So got a little thing from her site. Success does not come by chance. Oprah has made her fortune by setting clear and ambitious goals on both the professional and personal level. The big secret in life is that there is no secret, she says. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you're willing to work. How many of you in this room are willing to work right now when you leave tonight? Okay, so your business is going to work. According to Oprah, the biggest hurdle people need to overcome in order to be successful in their belief that there are limits to how much they can accomplish. Goals need to be set and set very high. Don't set minimal goals. Set huge goals. So each month, don't say, I want to just fill my steps to success. Say, I want to fill 4 steps to success this month. I bet you do it, okay? When you write stuff out, you are successful at it, and that is the God's honest truth. If every morning you wake up and you write out, I'm going to get 4 loyal customers today, you're going to get 4 loyal customers because you have it written down, and you're like, I am not going to let this go until I get my 4, okay? Goals need to be set and set high. Expectations need to be limitless, and ambition cannot be restrained. If you believe you can only go so far, it is an obstacle, okay? If you have something that's holding you back from this business today, I want you to let that go right now, okay? I want you to let that go.
Take it and throw it. On count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I want you guys to know that, and I believe that like wholly. If you have something, if you believe you can't do it, you're not going to do it. Every single day, if you truly believe, when I wake up, I don't say I'm triple diamond. I say I'm presidential every single time. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm presidential diamond. I'm presidential diamond. I'm presidential diamond. And I think that, and I own it, and I want it. So that's my goal. And I've always done that. When I was double diamond, I didn't want to be double diamond anymore. I would say I'm triple diamond. I'm working towards triple. I didn't even care. I was like, I don't even want to post about that because I want to be a triple. I don't want to be double, And so set your goals really high. Signing up distributors, follow up with them. Now don't annoy them to the point where you're messaging them every single day. Give them time to think. And if they say, this was really awesome for me. If they say no, it just means not right now, okay? So I've had many people say no. And today, I had one girl, she's just signed up with me, my distributor that I posted. She's literally been talking to me since I signed up back in March, every single month. I'm signing up, I'm signing up, I'm signing up. She hadn't signed up today, texted me out of nowhere, had no idea. She had already signed up as a distributor. She's like, I ordered so much product, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I was like, what? So she's excited, she's pumped up. So you never know, it's not right, not at that moment, but it could be. And another thing is you're not being pushy by following up. I like to say it's good customer service. So you're just being a good Samaritan. You want them to try the products because they don't need them, but they want them. That's what I like to say to people. I like to say that when I was at Brown, what was it? Cover Bridge. People were walking by literally. I had the wrap on it. I was like, we got wraps over here. And I was like, you don't want them, but you need it. Or you don't need them. You don't need them, but you want them. So ladies were like, what? And I was like, come back here. You gave me eye contact. For those of you that don't follow like Susan Wade and Michael Wade posted a video and was like emojis said, for everybody that smiles at me, I'm gonna get that. So when people smile at you, you're like, hey, they're like, oh shoot, I wish I would have smiled. So when we were at Cover Bridge, literally people wouldn't smile at us, they would be like, and I'm like, come on over, you looked at me, it doesn't matter. You can great. Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you follow someone who's interested in the product,
and they still are connected about it, how many times do you follow up?
Till they tell me not to.
Contacting me.
Follow up Fridays.
I do Fridays
Yeah.
too.
Follow up Friday. This is hard. Follow up Friday. So every Friday you wake up and that your whole goal that day is just to follow up with people. And so through the week, just make a list of the people that you need to follow up with. And if you feel like they're getting annoyed, skip a week. But I mean, you can still follow up with them.
My favorite thing to say is just, hey, I'm putting in orders. Wanted to know if you'd like me to place one for you. That's it. I do not say anything. That's literally it. Some people are like, heck yeah, put me in, and some people are like, no.
I'll talk to you next week.
I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, we're gonna be up at your other job.
Okay, real quick, I've got like a few people, like I posted a 9-day challenge of my own. I made it like to fit towards what I want.
Okay.
And so I started it. I've been doing it for a little bit, but I've committed that I'm doing it every single day now. And I've gotten a lot of hits off of it. And I actually had somebody that's a loyal currently that's changing her order to get more stuff to fit what she wants. But like I see a lot of people post, hey, I'm signing somebody up, myself right now. Like, how do you get somebody to trust you to give you that information to sign them up yourself? Like, how do
You
How
get
do
to
you
know
do
that.
that?
Get to know them. Say when you're at this is what, you shouldn't be just signing people up as loyal customers.
Right.
You should be asking them, hey, what do you have going on? What kind of problems do you have? We all have problems.
Right.
And
Okay,
if
so
they're-
I do that. I don't like. I
If
feel
they're
like I
seriously
try.
uncomfortable, like it might just be a hang up you have yourself where you think
Right.
no one's gonna give you your info.
Yeah,
If they
see,
don't want
that's
to give
my
you your
problem.
if they don't want to give you their info, they're gonna straight up be like, no, I'm
Yeah,
not giving you my information.
Yes.
So what you do is you just say, okay, I'm gonna call you in 10 minutes. You can log onto your computer and I'm gonna walk you through it online.
Okay.
Because that gives them an out so that they don't have to give you their credit card number. Or if you're like, if you can meet up with them, just give them a form
There you
because
go.
for some reason people think that writing your number
Yeah.
down.
It's better than just putting it right into your computer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you just like conform to what they need and you'll figure it out. You'll be able to tell like what kind of vibes they're putting out. Just don't feel like that all the time because it's not true.
Yes.
Since I've been in this, I've always signed everybody up under like myself. Like I'm like, hey, I'm putting orders. I'll put your order in for you so you don't have to mess with it. And I mean, I've never had anybody ever not give me the information. I've only had one person who went to my website and signed up without. So I've always given them.
Yeah, so you have to get that
Probably
hang up
don't
out
want
of your
the phone,
head.
so they feel more comfortable. Like,
Keep it
more
very
personal.
personal. Yeah, no text
If you know the
messages.
text message, then then you have a paper trail.
Exactly.
Right.
I've only
That
had
way,
one
if you
person
are that
ever
kind of
send me a
person,
card
they have to.
since she's in the army in Canada.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to send text because they think the government is like watching.
But I like to walk
Sorry, the
them.
government's watching your computer too.
I like to walk them through it though because you do need to make sure that if you're signing them up and through the back way, like you're keeping a receipt, you're sending them their receipt. And I like to talk them through it through the website that way because then you don't have to do that. So
And they get the opportunity to do the $10. Because if they sign up to their website, they have a link that they can share and they get $10. What am I trying to say?
10 perk points. Perk points.
So you get $30 in perk points or a free box of wraps, but it says like 10 something. So like they basically like if they share that link, they get a free box of wraps if somebody else signs up.
Okay.
So it gives them that opportunity too that you don't get if you do send them up.
So those of you know, Mary Kay has 2 million people. Okay. So those of you that are saying we're saturated, we have 70,000 distributors. That is it.
That's
Okay.
the size of Blitzing.
We are not saturated at all. If you have not been to every single state, in every single state you have not been to every single city, if you have not been to every single city and every other town, and every little town and every little town in there, okay, then you have a world of businesses plus countries. We are not just in the United States, we are in other countries, okay? That's why social media is so amazing. If you're not working it under social media, get on there because it's awesome. I wanted you guys to know that though, because so I know that's what so many people say before they sign up. They're so worried about being saturated because they think because they know 3 people that do it, the whole world doesn't. It's unbelievable.
We need to like all order that Rosetta Stone stuff and learn how to speak in different languages so that you can reach out to other countries. It's so not saturated.
Now the time is to run with it, okay? Now is the time to run with this business, okay? Don't sit down. How many of you, and I want you to be God's honest with yourself right now, are runners? Who is a runner in this room?
Who wants to be?
If you're not running, run with it now. Stop sitting on the bench. Stop sitting there and watching everybody else make the money. You can do this. Get out there and Get to know people, talk to people, and if you say you don't go places, you're lying. You do go places. I know you do. So stop. So get out there and talk to everybody and run with this, because now is the time. Because then when it does become saturated, which is not going to happen in a very, very long time, then you're going to be very sad when it's saturated and you sat around.
And I want to tell you guys that I spoke with Major Jones last year when I was in Double Diamond, and I spent an hour with her, and she told me you need to get to, the top of this company in a timely manner, because when it does become like Mary Kay, a household name, and everybody knows who It Works is, you're going to be sitting at the top of a billion dollar brand, and you're going to be set for life. And there is like a whole other part of the comp plan that could possibly open up. And think about that. Your kids could be set for life. And so what are you doing sitting around? Why are you sitting and watching everyone else run when there's money to be made and there's lives to be changed? Every single person in this room can be a runner. I don't care if you have a day job or 2 jobs or jobs and school or jobs and school and 2 kids and a newborn. That was me. And I never missed an opportunity. I would literally sit on the toilet on my break and be like, oh, I'm texting all these people. Like I'm setting up low customers on the toilet on my break. Because I did not have time to waste. And that's what got me here. That's what got her here. And that's what all of you guys need to do. Don't waste a second. Every second is another life that you could change.
I did that today. I literally messaged 5 people in the bathroom all day long. I'm in the bathroom checking my Facebook. I can't do it.
I got in trouble with substitute teaching because I've got my phone like this on the table and I'm like, hello class.
I literally just got in trouble last week. My phone didn't work. They told me I couldn't work on
Tell
that.
them you're trying to be a millionaire. Just tell them
Say I'm trying to be a millionaire. Okay, I'm going to talk about being a confident distributor.
I was going to start real quick for new distributors, or maybe even people that are new that don't know this. Like, if you run out of blitz cards and you go in there to the RE suite, you can print these off and you can personalize them. And they're just like blitz cards, and they're free. Wow! So and they're big. So
I didn't know that. Susan, you could even put like when you print it, you could do 4 per page.
Oh yeah.
So then they're blitz card size.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can do the half size. You can do these. You can also.
Will you re-say how you can do that? Because I think a lot of people didn't hear that. How do you do that?
Documents.
Yeah, you can go into
the document section.
Yeah, on the document section, and you can print these. They're free, and you print as many of them as you want. You cannot save the personalization. You have to redo it every time, but that's great for new distributors that want to get out there and go before they get their kit and start selling and start blitzing. Because
And you can take it to local businesses and stuff like
right,
that
and
too.
you can write on there because you can still use them as coupons. You can personalize them and write on there. And I do this all the time and take them into businesses and say, can I just use these and give these to you guys for free coupons? And it's just an easy way to save money.
Right. So for those of you that are feeling like you don't have money to spend at the moment, there you go. That's that's awesome. Okay, so mass majority of us stand for 1 rack, okay? So I'm gonna do what Pam does. How many of you use 1 rack and saw results? Raise your hand. Look at this, everybody. How many of you needed 2? Be honest. How many of you needed 3? How many of you needed 4? No, none. That's why 4 is a full treatment, okay? When Pam says that, blows your mind. You're like, what? That is so true. But look at all the people in this room. 3 wraps at the most. That is why 4 is a full treatment. So 1 is a treat, 4 is a treatment, okay? This is what I loved to hear the other day when I was watching some YouTube videos. If you're in a room with Pam, 75% are gonna raise their hand and say they got results the first time. But 25 of them still need more wraps than just that 1, okay? So think about it like that. Think about 75 people could change your business, okay? But if you're one of those distributors right now that are seeing the first 25% that are not getting results immediately, or you're struggling with that 1 wrap and they're saying, I'm not seeing results, keep pushing, okay? Because you are going to have people that are going to have results, but you know what? And you're thinking, well, that stinks. I'm the one that's getting the 25 first and then the 75 after. That's why you still keep pushing. That's why you see, that one picture, it always sticks in my mind, is where he's coal mining and there's those diamonds right here, okay, on this side. He's right here, but he's not gonna push farther because he's tired and he doesn't wanna do it. But if he would've went one hole with his little axe thing, okay, one little hole, okay, he would've found diamonds. And that's what I like to think of when I think of that. So you keep pushing and you will find your diamonds. So if you are one of those people not getting it right now, it will happen. Keep pushing. Get the wrap on people. They say blitz, wrap, repeat for a reason. It works. It's been working since 2001. Okay? So get the wrap on people. Megan.
One thing, she wanted to be like, I just want to show you my 72-hour results. People don't realize that when we say they continue to work for 72 hours, our wraps, they really do work for 72 hours. So if you get that wrap on somebody and they don't see like amazing results after like 45 minutes up to however long they leave it on, message them back the next day. Did you take your picture? And if they don't, then message them back the next day. Did you take your picture? Because your results are going to be amazing. Her results literally tripled. Like, it's like, if you guys want to look at them, like they were pretty good results after we took them off. But after 72 hours, she's like, I want to show you this really guy. You know, she's so excited. Like, you've got to make sure you follow the people that wrap and tell them exactly how to wrap and to drink the water and to take their pictures the day, you know, as soon as you take it off, the next day and the next day after that, and 3 days, that's 72 hours to keep taking their picture because the results are going to maximize and they don't see it by the naked eye. So I just saw the results and you've got to do that.
I was a hairstylist by trade. I'm a stay-at-home mom now doing this.
Awesome.
I'm gonna be where you are soon.
Woo!
Don't say I will.
I will, but eventually. But I'm working on it now. But the girl that actually I'd worked with her before in a salon, she did my hair for me. Had cut it off because I'd been home with kids forever, and I did a wrap on her. And I was like, okay, send me your results, And it was like, it literally was almost a month later. She finally remembered to send me the picture. Amazing results. She's like, I want 3 more. I was like,
why did you wait to respond that long?
Right? Every time I would text her, she's like, I'm at the salon. I don't have time to take a picture. And then finally, I was like, okay, come on. Like, I would just send her a smiley face. I'm like, where's my picture?
Yeah.
And then finally, she sent me the picture, and her youngest kid is 18. So that is proof that it works, like, long term.
Right.
Because it was almost a month later, and even after that month of me just driving her nuts, like, hey, where's my picture?
They're still there.
Yep, she's like, I want 3 more wraps.
That's amazing.
So I was like, that works.
So cool. So I want to talk about if you're in a slump as a distributor and things that are probably holding you back. I mean, to me, this is the number one thing that's holding people back if you're in a slump when you're first signing potential distributors, okay? Auto ship. Do not lie about the auto ship. I'm telling you right now, that will completely affect your business if you do not tell them right off the bat about the auto ship. Let them know. Say, it's only $99 to get started. It's going to give you your first 4 initial wraps. You're going to sell this for $25 a piece. Boom, you just made your money back that you paid to get started. So it's a win-win situation. Also, each month as a distributor, what I expect of you, okay? And when I say that is, you are a business owner. You are allowed to expect things from your team, from the people that you sign up. You don't want to sign up people that aren't dedicated. Let them know what you want from them, okay? I had someone literally text me today and say, I've wanted to message you 10 times, but I was scared. I will show you the message if you don't believe me. She said 10 times she's wanted to message me. She finally got the nerve to message me today, and she asked me, she said, if I sign up from you, what do you want from me? Okay? That's awesome. For me, that's already a good sign. She's asking me, what does she want? So as a distributor, you need to say, I want this from you. I want you to work hard. I want you to come to meetings, to get on conference calls, to pump your team up, to run your auto ship. So if for those of you, I know you're probably wondering, well, what do you say to somebody about auto ship? This is what I say. Each month, you're going to run a personal auto ship. It's $80 to $120, and it's just a product replenishment because you're going to need those wraps for all the people that you're wrapping. Okay? And that's a really cool way to say it because it's a product replenishment. You need those products because you are killing it, and you're going to let them know that. You're going to get people pumped up and fired up when you're talking to them about this, when you're telling them you're going to need those wraps because you are going to be awesome. Okay? Be very confident and forward with them. Let them know what you want. You know, that's a big thing for me, is if you're not telling people about an auto ship, I'm telling you right now, when their auto ship comes up, they're gonna say, I can't afford my auto ship. I can't run it. Because you know what? They didn't know about it. And if they did know about it, they didn't know enough of why they needed to run it. And why they need to run it. Well, there you go. It's a product replenishment. For those of you that didn't know that, you need to run your auto ship. It's very important, okay? Because it's important not only for you and your business to make sure that you're getting commissions, but it's important for the people that are helping you on your team.
It's important for your upline because without everybody running their auto ship and everybody playing their part in this business, we don't have a business. But it's also important for your downline because you need to set that example for your downline that I am going to invest in my business and I'm never going to stop. And that's exactly what you need to do. So for me, yeah, like I could turn my auto ship off and just run off personal volume, but am I going to? No, because I expect every single one of you to run an auto ship. And I know that if I don't have wraps, I'm not in business. I can't run my business without wrapping people, and I need at least 8 wraps a month to wrap people. And every single one of you should be wrapping or trying to wrap at least 8 people a month. So if you expect your team to run your auto ship and you expect to make money in this business, you need to set that example and run your auto ship every month.
Mom, and how many people get to say they own their own business and they're running their business on $80 to $120?
Jeez.
That's how you have to look at it, because you know, I've done Mary Kay and I loved it. I still see some of their products, not once a month, other products of theirs. You know what? I mean, they have to put in a volume to get what we get. You gotta have big parties. They only get 50%. You guys need to look at the totality of your business. You have to seriously take what you're doing, because I'm proud of everybody that I meet, because I know what it takes to do this. My daughter, I watched her like flourish. I watched Skylar all the time with her family. I mean, you guys are amazing. You're running your business. Think about it, on $80 to $120. You own your own business. Say it and be proud of it.
And a lot of you are so young, and like that's one thing that's so weird to people when I meet them. They're like, what do you do? Expecting me to say I work at Scotty's Brew House or something like I used to. And I'm like, I own my own business. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm a work-at-home mom, and I own my own business. And I make 6 figures a month. They're like, what? What? Or 5 figures a month. What? What is that? How? And it's because I'm proud of it. I'm not still saying, well, I used to be a teacher, and I used to be a student, and I'm a mom. I'm saying, I am a work-at-home mom, and I own my own business, and I'm young. And you can do this too. And almost everyone in this room is super young, and it's so unusual to people that you can own your own business and make that kind of money at your age, but you can't. So it's really cool. I just think that a lot of you need to take advantage of that and know that this is an unusual thing. And like Kathy said, you need to be proud of what you're doing, because this is huge. This is just something that normal people don't do. And people that even my mom worked the same job for 25 years, the same exact job, and she got let go, and now she does this, and everyone thought she was crazy, but she's making a lot more money doing this than she ever did at that job that she wasted 25 years on.
You know, and that's exactly it. Like, when I was working my full-time job, I literally wouldn't say that I worked at Freedom Mortgage, at my mortgage company. I would say I did It Works. That's what my full-time job was. Because to me, my money I was making, this was my full-time job. I would say, I work at a mortgage company part-time for 40 hours a week. You're like, huh? Their mind was blown, and my mind was blown too. So that's when I quit my job, and now I do this full-time. Woo! So you can do this. This is awesome. And then one last thing I want to talk about, getting connected. How many of you in this room have had a distributor fall off and you have no idea why? You poured into them, you wished, you were like, why is this happening to me? Okay? We all have. We've all had a distributor give up on us, and you're just sitting there thinking, it baffles you. You're sitting there and in the morning time, you're like, what did I do? Why are they mad at me? How can I fix this? And you're trying to fix it and it's not happening. It's okay. So I'm going to talk about some things. Me and Skylar, funny, we both watched the same video on launching new distributors.
I sent her a video, she's like, I go, watch that.
Yeah, we have the same notes, like to a T. She had literally each bullet point. I was like, wow, those are the same ones as mine. We're good. So launching new distributors, build a relationship with your team outside of their phones and emails. So when you sign somebody up, if they're only like 30 or 40 minutes away from you, say, hey, let's meet up for Starbucks, or you want to meet up for a dinner, get to know them and their family and why they're doing it. So when you talk to them and you're pushing them, okay, you're not really pushing them, okay? Because some people that don't know you and they're only knowing you from social media, they might think she's too pushy, she's mean, she's aggressive, she's or whatever. So getting to know your distributor on a one-on-one basis and really getting to know about their lives and what their why is, you know, and running with, you know, like I love that saying, you know, walk with your walkers, run with your runners. Some people are signed up, you know, my mom is a distributor who's a doctor. She's not doing this for the money at all. She does not need the money. She's a doctor. We have another doctor in the house over here. Woo! So we've got it amazing. We have doctors on our team, okay, doctors. And she doesn't do this for the money. She does this strictly for the products because she says every day I push prescription drugs, and now I'm able to push something that's super healthy and all natural. And she's like, it's life-changing for me. She's a walker, okay? She's not running to the top right now. She's doing it because she enjoys giving the product to each person she talks to. So every time I have a party, I love to bring that up because I think that's so cool of her. Because she does not care about ambassador or anything. She just cares about the products 100% and giving them out to people and making them feel better about themselves. And that's what you should be doing too, while also, you know, running with it if you are a runner, you know. So you're not always going to have people. So my mom's very, you know, kind of just lets her do her thing. And if she needs my mom contacts her, you know. So getting them on their training academy, making sure that you're calling them and saying, have you got on your training academy? The first thing you should be doing is saying, look for your email, and in your email, it's going to welcome you. Say, oh my gosh, Cheryl, thanks for being a distributor. Here's your e-suit. Get them on their e-suit and go through the tabs with them, okay? Believe it or not, some people don't know how to get on the e-suit. I know it baffles your mind. For those of you that got on right away and you were like, how do they not know? They don't. Some people are not as technology savvy or whatever, So help them get on. Log onto their e-suit. Do their training academy. You need to be doing your training academy the first 48 hours. It's only 2 hours long, and I love the videos. I watched them. I watched the whole entire thing all the way through because I was so fired up to be a distributor. So get them on that. Launch party. Everybody in this room, if you have not had a launch party, have a launch party. I don't care if it's 5 months later. You have to have launch parties. That's how you get your business started. And I don't care if you're looking at me right now and you say, well, I only had one person come. Guess what, guys? What's the saying? Starts with one, okay? Because literally, you could go and have that person come, and that person could build you up to Ambassador Diamond. You don't know that, okay? That could be your next run of it you've been searching for, or someone who you need to change your business, you know? So if it's one person or 25 people that are coming to your launch party, that one person can change your business. So don't tell me that you can't find one person to come to your launch party. Okay, you can. I don't care if it's your mom, your grandma, your dog. I'm kidding. That's not okay. That's not acceptable. But get somebody to your launch party and have them. And if you're not helping your new DTs, get them. You have to be there. You know, you have to. People. I liked what Skylar said about the credibility. You know, and when you're there and you're showing credibility for the business, but also helping her get started. So you're helping your new DTs because you know what? They're helping you. If your team's doing good, you're doing good.
And they might not have that credibility yet because they just started 2 days ago, but they're bringing someone with them that has credibility. Like when I walk in a room with a brand new distributor and I'm like, hi, I'm a Presidential Diamond, people listen to me, and it's because I have credibility and they know I know what I'm talking about. So with you guys going to those rooms, you can just say, hey, I've been in this business for 3 months and I know what I'm doing, and you're confident. That's helping your new distributor out because you have that credibility.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so how many of you have went on to your e-suit and printed out your hundreds list? Be honest. Who has a hundreds list and you have all 100 written down? Okay. The hundreds list, oh my gosh, okay. If I told every single one of you in here right now, because we're all a team, that me and Skylar would give you $20 for every single name you written down on your hundreds list, how many names do you guys write down? Seriously.
Right. At least do 100.
You all want to be millionaires, okay? Yeah. We're not giving you $20, but we can pretend that we're doing that. But I'm saying, what we're saying is that if I told you right now that I was going to give you $20 for every single name you wrote down, you would write down more than 100. So pick your brain. Think about the motorcyclist that was next to you. Think about the person that changes your oil. It sounds funny, but if you go change your oil, you know, every 3 months, Go to that person and talk to it. Talk to it. Go in and say, hey, I don't really need an oil change, but I got a proposition for you. Or whatever.
Maybe don't start with that.
I don't need
Don't
that.
go to an oil change guy and say, I got a proposition for you. Or maybe, I don't know.
So write down, people, print out your hundreds list. This is very important.
One good note that we got from Melissa was to do a new hundreds list every single month. So if you go through that first 100 and say your first month, which would be awesome, and whether you're still following up with those people or whichever, then she said, I make a new one every single month. So a new 100 people every single month that I'm gonna reach out to about my business. And she's been super successful with it. So there's a nice tip.
That's a great tip.
Can I just say, Megan just signed a loyal sitting here at the meeting.
Way to go, Meg! Go, Meg! Okay.
Stop
So, okay, I love this saying. It was from Lisa Fuller, Ambassador Diamond. If you don't follow her, follow her. And I wanted to speak about that real quick. If you're not following leaders, follow them.
If you could,
You need to be following Ambassador Diamonds on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Because you know what? If you're following a leader, you will become a leader. I follow a bunch of leaders. I look at their posts daily. I mean, when I wake up in the morning, my newspaper is going to Lisa Fuller, Susan Wade, Samantha Keeneland, anybody I can think of that is an ambassador. I'm reading through because they always have the best tips. And guess what? A lot of them have been in for 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 years. That's a lot of time. They know a lot about this business. So if you want to be Ambassador Diamond, follow Ambassador Diamonds. It's that simple. So get on there and follow them. And I love the saying, share, don't sell, show, don't tell. Don't tell your team what to do, show them what to do. Don't look at your team and say, you all need to blitz. But then you're sitting back there and you're not blitzing. How's that fair? Don't look at your team and say, you need to work harder. Are you working harder? Don't look at your team and say, you need to help your teammates that are under you more. Are you helping your teammates under you? Okay, so et cetera, et cetera. It's a you know, if you're showing your team how to be a leader, they're going to follow those actions. So every day, you know, I'm waking up and I'm posting 3 or 5 times a day because I'm so crazy about telling people that, because I want them to see that I'm posting 3 to 5 times a day. It might not be a before and after picture. Most of the time it is, but sometimes it's me showing it works in my personal life. When I'm going to get my nails done, you know, it sounds funny, but people are like, wow, she paid for, you know, she's getting her nails done every 2 weeks, noticing that. She's getting her hair done. Like, and I'm always like, thank you, it works for, you know, paying for this, because it works paying for it. If you're out with your family and you're doing something, say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here today. Thank you, it works for allowing me to be able to do this. You know, incorporate it in your daily life. Don't make it don't make it something where you're having to do it just because you feel like you have to do it. It needs to be an everyday part of your life. And so I think that's great. You know, that's going to inspire your team to take action. So that's what I have for the night. I hope that I gave you guys some good tips on how to be successful with blitzing, how to be, and I hope you guys can take some of that wisdom and give it over to Skylar.
I'm gonna stand up so you can stretch.
Kept it right on time. Boom.
Yeah.
What time?
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna talk to y'all about time management. How many of you suck at managing your time? Just be honest. That's me. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm the most punctual person you will ever meet, and if I'm late for something, I'll have a panic attack. And that man right there can testify, because I like literally this. Okay, I'm gonna get real TMI on you guys. Every single time we have to leave, he has to poop, and I'm like,
Break it out, Corey.
Be here all week.
I am so punctual, it's not even funny. And I remember thinking back when I had to go on stage for we had a panel at Green Carpet in April, and it was for the Good Life panel, and I had to get on stage and talk. We had a rehearsal the day before, and I swear I thought it was at 11, and it was at 10. And I'm sitting at my hotel just hanging out, and Cammy Lindsay texts me, and she's like, where are you? And it's 10 after, and I'm like, 2 miles, 3 miles away from the convention center at my hotel, and I'm like, I'm on my way. I'm sorry. And I got there and I was crying and I was freaking out. And she's like, oh, it's okay. I know how people are, you know, like people are just late sometimes. And she called me the black sheep because that was like my thing. I was talking about how I was always the black sheep in my family. She's like, I know you're the black sheep. I'm like, but I'm a very punctual black sheep. You don't understand. I'm like, I'm so punctual. Please don't hold this against me. So we're going to talk about time management. And I want to share with you guys that it's something that I'm always learning, and it's something that I struggle with. And some days I wake up without a plan and I'm just like floating through the wind and I get nothing done. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. And Cammie says that all the time. And she's one of my biggest mentors, you guys. She's awesome. If you don't know her, you need to get to know her. She's awesome. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. So you need to put that into perspective in your life every single day. You can't do everything you want to do in one day, so you need to start breaking it up. Proper time management starts with being intentional and making goals. So every single night, you guys need to be sitting down and figuring out what it is you want to accomplish the next day and write those things down and have a checklist. And that's something that really helps me because, like, if I have to, like, say I have to clean the house, my mom kind of makes fun of me for this, but when I go to clean her house, because I used to do that for money, I would, like, seriously make a list of every detail because it felt so good to check something off. So, like, if I had to, like, pick up the living room, I'd write pick up the living room, pick up the kitchen, pick up the bathroom, pick up the bedroom, pick up the bedroom, pick up the bedroom, like, everything. And then, like, I would go through and, like, check it off after I did one, and it felt so good. So if you guys are going into the day, like, wherever the wind takes me, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get taken by the wind, and nothing's going to get done. And since Corey quit his job, that's what I've been doing. Because it's like, we have all the time in the world. We have to take a kid to daycare, and then we have to take a kid to preschool 3 hours later, then we have to pick her up 3 hours later, and then we have to pick another kid 3 hours later. So it's like I'm getting nothing done during the day. So I sat down, and I did a lot of research on time management. We all have the same 24 hours in the day, so you guys need to decide, well, Tiffany's successful. What is she doing during the day that maybe I'm not making time for? If you're like looking around wondering how people are successful, it's because they have good time management and they're making goals, and that's exactly what you guys need to do. Get a calendar. And I brought my calendar, but I don't see it in here. I have this big calendar, and I used to have just a planner. So whatever works for you, you can use your phone planner, you can use just a little tiny planner or a big calendar. The reason why I have a big calendar is because now that he's home, he needs to know what our week's gonna look like. So I write everything down, and I'm very intentional with it. So every night, this is my new goal. This is something that I'm working on right now. I'm going to sit down and make a 6 list of things that I want to get done during the day. So, and you can have more than 6 because I usually do. So every night, I want you to sit down and balance your calendars. Be intentional. If there's something that you need to do, you need to write it down. But first and foremost, you need to write down your non-negotiable things. What's a non-negotiable? Spending time with your kids.
I don't know what's going on, sorry. I was trying to get a picture of here.
So a non-negotiable for me is to spend time with my kids, to spend time with him, to pour into my team. Those are things that are non-negotiable for me, but the number one thing is to spend time with my kids. So first we're gonna go in your planner, we're gonna write down your non-negotiables. Spend time with your kids is number 1. Spend time with God is number 2, whatever it may be. Then you're going to go through and incorporate your business into those things and fit in the open spaces where you want to incorporate your business. Like today on my list, I had spend time with my family, and then I had make 2 videos. And so I made 2 videos, and I checked those off my list. So here's kind of what my day needs to look like. It's something I'm working on. 2 income producing activities, 2 family time activities, 1 personal development activity, 2 household activities, meaning unload the dishwasher. No, I don't like to do that. Or do laundry. I do that sometimes. I make the bed.
I make the bed.
I used to do everything, and now that Corey's home, he likes to clean, so he gets to do that. Yes, he does.
He's like, yeah, I love it. It's like 55 income producing activities. I don't remember which page it's on. I wrote at the top to choose 3 every day.
That's awesome.
It's the easiest. The birthday task is on here where you go through on Facebook. But they're the easiest things that you can't say, I don't have time to do.
Can you post that file on both groups?
Yeah, it's on there, but I can't.
Yeah, just like bring it up again.
Yeah,
I can do that. So if you guys
just
want,
do that 3 times a day.
Yeah.
You pick 3
It's
a
a
day.
really
You pick
good list.
1 a day even.
yeah,
It's-
so she
it's
has
not gonna
50
win it
income
all.
producing activities that you can just pick 3 a day. That's super easy, because I have a really hard time coming up with stuff. I'm like, I guess I'm
And
gonna
you
do
can
things
also
today.
Google it. I mean, you can, there's tons of businesses like this. Meaning like the setup is similar.
Yeah.
So people have been there before to do it. Why can't you just follow those steps and replicate it?
Right.
Like it's out there for you, you just have to find it.
Exactly. So I want to talk to you guys about things I don't have time for. And I know that a lot of you in here might be fitting things into your schedule that is not producing income, is not producing positivity whatsoever, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so I really enjoy watching my shows. I do not watch my shows during the day. I incorporate me watching my shows into hubby time. So hubby time is at the very bottom of my day. And me and Corey, we sit down and watch Orange is the New Black together at 8 o'clock every night, and I turn my phone off, and that is my hubby time, but it's also my TV time. Okay, so
It's now your puppy time, not your puppy time.
so you see, I listen too. Relax it. So what I'm saying is, if you really enjoy something that I say that you shouldn't do, just do it, but incorporate it into something else. I think that Farmville is stupid. I'm just gonna say it. I think Candy Crush is stupid because you're sitting on the computer and you're so sucked into this fake world, and you're building farms when you could be building a business, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm really sorry, I'm getting really mad about it, but it doesn't make any sense to me. And while I'm watching Orange is the New Black, if it's like during the day, which is never happens, I can still work my business. You can't work your business playing Farmville. So I think Farmville's stupid.
But if you want to do that,
You
just
wanna
don't
play
complain.
hubby time. That's not our time.
Just don't complain that your business isn't growing and you can't make it work if you have time for farming.
Yes. Okay. So also something. This is serious. I'm getting serious. I'm gonna get real with you guys. I don't have time for drama. I don't. If there is a legitimate problem with me and someone else, that is not drama to me. That is something that we're working on our friendship. We're working on our relationship. We're gonna work past this. Now, if you come to me and you're whining every single day and you're calling me like at least once a week and wanting to talk to me about how your business sucks and this person isn't working and this person isn't working, I can't sit there and listen to it. And I might mute my phone and vacuum my house. I'm serious. I can't. I do not have time in the day. My day consists of helping so many people. I want to help the people that want me to help them. And if you have to understand, if you're not willing to take my advice, I personally can't help you. That is something that you're going to have to figure out on your own. So drama. Don't have time for it with your teams. If your teams are coming to you, if they vent every once in a while and you know they're really working hard, that is totally different than just coming to you constantly and saying, well, this person isn't working and this person, okay, I know who is not working and who is. So get up and move on. And if they don't, just don't answer the phone. And if they really need to talk to you and it's an emergency, answer the phone. But just don't fit that in your schedule, because we do not have time to pour into people that don't want to be poured into. So you guys need to be selective on who you're pouring into. And I'm not saying those people aren't always, they're not always going to be like that. Sometime in their journey, they're going to figure it out and they're going to listen to you. But don't repeat yourself and don't keep going on and on and on. You have to choose your time wisely. My time is so valuable to me now because like my kids are growing up, and my time is my time. I have a decision to make on what I spend my time doing. So I can't spend my time with people that are spinning their wheels. And it takes sometimes you doing that for them to realize that that's what they're doing. So just take that into consideration whenever you're focusing on time management. Make opportunities out of every opportunity. So if you're doing family time and you're going to the pumpkin patch with your kids, let's everybody. And I didn't do that last weekend, and I'm sorry, but I need to. And you guys need to do that too. So just fit the opportunity time in with your family time, and it's really going to pay off. And then after the month is over, go back through and kind of figure out where you went wrong. It's okay to go back through your month with a highlighter and say, this is my family time with blue, this was my work time with red, whatever, and figure out how you can respect your calendar more. And I think that will really help you guys. Once you get into that routine and you keep going with it, it's going to become habitual, and it's not going to be feeling awkward and weird. So also, I need you guys to make time for your families, because this is something that I really didn't do in the beginning. Corey used to get so mad at me
because I was on my phone 24/7. He would wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like on my phone. And he's like, get off your phone. It's nighttime. You're supposed to be sleeping. And I still am guilty of that. But you guys need to know when to shut it off and put it down because your family needs you and you need to be there for them. So you just figure out what works best for you. If you can work more during the day because your kids are in daycare or at preschool, do it. If you can work better at night after they go to bed, do it. But respect your schedule and make sure that you're making that family time. Like I said, 9:30, the kids are both in bed. We watch Orange is the New Black, and we have together time. No, we don't really talk or anything, but we're cuddling. It's good, right? That is our time. So it's just something we both enjoy, and I don't really like to sit in the garage and watch him work on cars, and he doesn't like to watch me text. So that's like our mutual. We like to watch this show time. So that's what you guys need to do. And also my off day is Sunday, and yes, I'll answer text messages, but I'm not super active with my business because Sunday is my recoup day, and you guys all need to have a recoup day or you're gonna get burnt out. Okay, so I wanna talk about events next, and I think I'm missing a page. Hold on. Okay, so I wanna talk to you guys about why events are so important. I'm definitely missing a page. Okay, I'm just gonna wing it.
Not my fault.
So events are important. Why are events important? It builds your belief system in this company and it builds your confidence. So when you start out as a new distributor and you've never been to an event, you have no idea what you have your hands on. And I'll tell you that firsthand because when my mom signed me up, oh my gosh, that woman, she drove me nuts. She's like, we have to go here and here. And she's so green and I'm so not green. I could not handle her wanting to learn all the time. And I'm just like, it was like sitting in church. Like she used to make me, I love church, but like when I was younger, she'd make me sit in church and I'm like getting up and going to the bathroom all the time. And that was kind of how like I was thinking this was gonna go. But when I went to events, it was like, I can't even explain it. The energy in the room, it's like this full force momentum that you can't help but get swept up into. It's amazing. It changes your thought process. It totally puts everything into perspective for you. You meet people that are exactly like you, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a stay-at-home mom. There are all these different people that are sharing their stories, and they're so inspiring, and it makes you realize that you can do this. And one of the stories that inspired me was this girl who was the same age as me, and she said her husband changed tires for a living before it works. And they had 5 kids, and for me, I'm like, I want 5 kids, so I'm like, that girl is like a god. So listening to her story, Corey's shaking his head, listening to her story completely inspired me because it was like, she's making a 6-figure income a year, and her husband used to change tires, and she's a stay-at-home mom, and she did it off social media. And I'm like, that is unbelievable, but I kind of believe her. And then more people started coming up. And then Dr. Dawn came up, the doctor of our company who teaches us about the products and how they can completely change your life. And it was just so awesome to me to hear these stories. And of course, my mom was a natural freak, and she always tried to shove weird pills in my throat to get rid of parasites and stuff, like growing up. And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that. But then, like, when I went to this little event, I heard him talk about these natural products, and it took someone else telling me this is what I needed for me to listen. And not only did he teach me that, but afterwards, I walked up to him at the table, and I had just had Case, and he was 2 months old. And everyone in my life was telling me, you need to get your tubes tied. You need to not have any more kids because it's dangerous for you, and we don't want to deal with your whiny butt anymore. We don't want to deal with you being on bed rest. You need to not have any more kids. And I was 24. And I did not want to make that decision at 24. I did not want to not have any more kids at 24. And so I walked up to Dr. Dawn and I said, what can you give me to make my body want to keep babies inside and not try to push them out constantly? And he said, I could tell you that you need to remove that label from your head. And he put his hands on my head and he prayed for me. And I had no idea who this guy was. Anybody else that ever prayed for me, I was probably like, okay, stop touching me because I can't, don't touch me. He touched me and he prayed for me, and at that instant, everything in my life changed. I knew that I could do this. I was all in, and I knew I was going to have another baby, and I haven't yet, but we're going to. It's serious, like I'm serious. So this,
Cornelius just looks up like,
he doesn't matter right now. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that small little moment for me changed everything for me, because I went to an event and I got plugged in to the momentum and I finally caught the vision. And from that moment on, I started working my business. Before that, I hadn't signed up a single person. After that, I went Emerald in 2 months because I knew that I could do this. I knew I was capable of it. So getting to events is super important. You get to meet the founders of the company, the people that brought you this crazy rap thing. You get to meet them and hug them and love on them, and you get to feel their energy, and you get to learn how the people that have risen to the top of the company have done it. You get those special tips. You get to learn about the Christian values behind this company. You get to learn about the products and hear the stories, and it's so inspiring. So if you haven't got to an event yet and you're not planning on going to one, you're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself out of a lot of money and a lot of love that you can get from a lot of people. And I want to talk about really fast just what she gets like when she goes to an event.
Okay, when I have always been pretty much all in since the very beginning, but going to events is just so much more than, you're thinking, oh, I have to go to this, because I'm telling you right now, it's just a completely, life-changing thing for me. When I went to, I started January 31st, I went to my very first sponsor meeting the very first week in February, and I can tell you I was so excited, but that made me even more excited. And you get to say welcome to people that really care about you and have like-minded goals and just really see the opportunity in this company. And so I kept going to those, and then I went to Green Carpet in July, and it was just completely life-changing. I was so excited when I got there, like before I even got there, but when I got there, it was a completely different story. I was so excited. I was taking pictures, I was posting on Facebook, and like I said, you get to meet so many people that have that same vision as you, and if you don't have the vision yet, they're going to help you find it. And so for me, it's really just awesome because you're constantly learning something new. I mean, here I am, I am a diamond, but I feel like you can always be learning, and no matter where you are, and I've taken like 5 pages of notes tonight. So you're always going to learn something different from different people, and you can always continue learning. So for me, it's just really important. I get excited, it pumps me up, it keeps me going, plus I constantly am learning something different.
So that's just a small, you guys can clap. That's just a small testimony of what an event can do for you. And we, as a team, Team Dare to Dream, we're hosting our very first big corporate event on November 17th, and I hope every single one of you guys make it. And if you haven't got your ticket yet, you can get them on Team Dare to Dream. My beautiful assistant Alyssa is posting it right now. We are going to post this, and you can go on there and order your ticket for this event. Pam Souter, the co-founder of this company, is going to be there. And she's going to be helping us host this event, and it's going to be huge.
You don't miss Pam.
No.
I'm telling you.
She will find you and hunt you down.
If you don't know who Pam is, you need to know who she is. And you need to love her. She's awesome.
You will feel ridiculous for being scared to blitz after you listen to her.
I went diamond right after meeting her. I went diamond after 3 months after meeting her. It changed my business.
Yeah. So, and also this is a great opportunity to bring potential. So start reaching out and say, hey, who wants to be my special guest? I'll buy you dinner. Who wants to be my special guest to come to this amazing opportunity meeting? I will buy you dinner. A lot of people just come for the free food, and then you can find out this distributor.
Yeah, they didn't even know. They're eating food, and you're like, boom, you're a distributor.
Anybody that wants to, it's like a big wrap party. So bring your people. It's so important. And if you guys want, you can log on to one of the group pages right now. Those links are being posted right now. You can go ahead and order your ticket. Guests are free, so just go ahead and do that. Okay, one more thing before we go. We're going to talk about personal development and why it's important. So, what you all have at this moment, you have attracted by the person that you have become. I must say it one more time. What you have at this moment, you have attracted by the person that you have become. And I never really put a whole lot of thought into self-development until I got into this business. I thought I was the shiznit, and I was like, I didn't need any help. I had it all together, and boy was I wrong. I have learned so much in the past 2.5 years being in this business because I have worked on myself. I have learned to conform my personality to better match other people. So if you guys don't know about personality colors, red, very, very aggressive and just out there, goal-driven. Blue likes to party and have fun. I'm red and blue. I've learned to be yellow. I have a lot of feelings. I am very emotional and like emotionally in tune. And I was always emotional, but I was like the mad emotional person. Now I'm just like the sad, and I feel your pain, and I love you, and I'm trying really hard. And the green people, I don't know that I'll ever be green. Those are the info people.
Green people love information.
No. So for me, like since I've been working on my personal development, I have grown as a person. I've grown as a mother. I've grown as a friend. I have friends that used to say, well, you're a crappy friend. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You're a crappy friend. But I really wasn't that great of a friend. I thought I was the best friend ever, but I never just stopped and like took what they were saying into consideration. I would just get really defensive. And so now, like that I've worked on my personal development, I have been able to be a better friend to those people. And I've even had to cut people off and bring them back into my life so that they could see that I'm a better friend now. So I want you guys to all know that personal development is so important, and so is professional development. A lot of you didn't know me before. I'm assuming that 75% of the people in here didn't. And I'm not saying I was a bad person. I think I was a pretty good person, but I just did things how I wanted to. If no one liked it, then they could get over it. I was very, I don't know, Corey.
Aggressive. We went over your Facebook. Not really aggressive, but very you're gonna know.
To go back to my timeline, 2009, 2008.
It is really
all
fun.
You're gonna see is my face.
It's super
I was a very immature young adult as a teenager and into my 18, 19 years. So, and I think that this company really forced me to get out there and learn people and interact with them and learn how to better conform my personality to theirs. It's really, really hard for me to admit that I was that person. And like I said, I don't think I was a bad person, but I was a really immature girl. I was. So, and I want to tell you guys that setting goals it's very easy to set goals, but it's hard to give up the blame game. It's hard to say like, well, I didn't get this done because so-and-so didn't show up, or I didn't get this done because this person didn't answer my phone calls. Okay, well, you're blaming everybody else when you could just spend that time working on yourself and it would make up for it. Sometimes it's hard to blame yourself. It's hard to like sit back and be like, it's my fault. And I'm really bad at that. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Corey gets so mad at me because he's like, I can never be mad at you. You're always mad at me and I'm never right. And that's true, but I'll work on it.
That's true.
I'm working on it.
And I am always right, but
I'm right, but you might be right sometimes too. Today he told me he was mad at me. I said, okay, I respect that. That's fine. And inside I'm like, shoot, you mad at me? I'm mad at you. So it's not what happens that determines the major part of your future. The key is what you do and what you do about it. So you have to decide that you're going to make this change and start pouring into yourself every day. So you need to start deciding that you want to do something for the next 90 days or the next year. Personal development is something you can set little goals like I want to do this every day for 90 days, but you need to really keep it up all year for the rest of your life because personal development isn't something that we should ever stop doing. In a business like this, you're constantly working with people, you're encouraging them, you're inspiring them, you're loving on them. And loving was something that was really hard for me to do in the beginning because I used to be like, as a child, I was very like touchy-feely, lovey. Like my mom tells me that I was just like this little angel baby and I don't know who that was, but I was that person at one point. And over the years, I've just been so hardened by being hurt and being disappointed in people. And I'm such a people person and so blue that I have to be around people or I'm not one of those people that can be alone. Like if I'm alone, I go crazy. And a lot of people need that, but I need to be around people. And so when people let me down and I put all my faith into people, it's made me this company's helped me learn how to love again and how to reach out and help people verbally, but not only verbally, but actually like hug people. Because hugging was really uncomfortable. Making eye contact was so uncomfortable for me. So it's really, really important that you know that you're constantly working with people and you're constantly inspiring them and you have to get on their level. If they're red, they probably don't want you to hug them. They're blue, they probably just want you to hug them and take a selfie. If they're yellow, they probably just want you to hold them and rock back and forth. And if they're green, they probably don't want to hug either. They probably just want you to like. So important. If you want to be the kind of person that people want to hang around, you're going to have to get over yourself, like Tiffany said, and get on their level and figure out what they need from you. Every time you talk to someone new, whether it be a potential customer, someone you're blitzing, you need to like analyze the situation. This person really wants to hug me right now. So they're yellow, and I'm just going to talk about how much fun we have with our friends in this company. Or if they're green, this person just wants to know every detail of the comp plan, so I'm going to go print it out and bring it back to them. Or if they're red, just tell them how much money they could make. Or if they're blue, just say, hey, we're having a party. You want to come hang out? That is what I mean by you need to work on conforming to what they need. The success of this business is up to you. It's not up to your upline. It's not up to your downline. It's not up to your sidelines. It's up to you 100%. You have to get that through your head. You can't expect your upline to keep pouring things into you. Yes, they should. Yes, they should pour into you. No, they should not be giving you customers and distributors left and right just to make you happy. But they should be pouring into you and helping you. But you can't expect that because you signed up to do this business on your own. And I will tell you right now, I did not have a leader when I started this business. My mom and I signed up together, and we were both left out in the cold by ourselves. You do not need a leader to run your business. The best thing that you can do for your team is invest in yourself, even more so than you invest in them. You need to be reading something every day, making that, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, listening to Joyce Meyer or whatever it is in your car instead of listening to 100.9. The same songs over and over again. I'm serious. You guys need to invest in yourself because that's the best thing you can do for your team. You need to stay humble and remain a student of this market, of this industry. You need to always be learning. You're never above learning. You're never smarter than anyone else. Anybody in this room could teach you something. Cammie Dempsey will stand on stage with a notepad and take notes of people that get on stage or people that raise their hand and ask questions. Did you guys know that? She literally,
$2 million, guys.
She literally has her notepad and she will get on stage and someone will say something. She's like, oh, I gotta write that down. Yeah. Because we're constantly remaining a student of our leadership, of our sidelines, of our downlines, of the market, and of the industry. That is so important. Don't ever think that you're above learning. You can always learn. There's always more room in your mind to learn things. And even being in this business for almost 3 years, I still am learning every single day from all of you. This is awesome for me too because I can feed off of your energy and I need you guys just as much as you need me. So just keep that in mind. You're never above learning. You need to stay humble. So this, like I said, this isn't something you're going to be doing for the next 30 days, 90 days, whatever. This is something you're going to do for the rest of your life. You can constantly grow. You can constantly become a better mother, a better daughter, a better son, a better person, a better cousin, a better friend, a better speaker, a more confident person, a more loving person. You can become all these things, but you have to be willing to learn. You have to open up your mind, and you have to be receptive of people that are trying to teach you things. So that's all I have to say, and I hope that you guys had a great night at our meeting. And before we close, I want to call 3 people up. I don't know if one of them are here, but I am doing a little gift back to 3 people that I have noticed, and Tiffany's in this with me. We are doing something for 3 people that we have noticed an extreme amount of
give back to our team.
Exactly. Like these people they're doing the It Works way. They're helping people do their launch parties that aren't on their teams. People that they've never even met, they're reaching out and helping these people. They're blitzing with these people. That it's not benefiting them financially, but because they're giving to people, God is going to bless us too. So
this is the It Works Way gift. And this was Skylar's idea, and I thought it was amazing because the It Works Way is the only way. And these people truly show us leadership day in and day out, whether, like she said, it helps them. It doesn't benefit them. It's benefiting.
It doesn't. I mean, financially it doesn't, but since they are so loving and so supportive of their team, God is going to bless them because they have reached out and helped people that don't necessarily benefit them financially. So, I'm going to call the person I don't think is here. Felicia here? No.
Everyone knows Felicia,
Felicia
right?
Fitzgerald.
She's amazing.
Fitzpatrick, sorry. she literally anytime I post on the group, I have someone that's not on our team that needs a launch party. She is the first person to comment on there. And I just think I think that's awesome that she has no fear. She has no like worries or anxieties about helping some random person, and she just goes out and does it. So I got this book for her. It's called The Confident Woman Devotional by Joyce Meyer, and I think that it's a good source for people to plug into. So this is yours if you're watching. Yay. The next person is Justin. One thing I love about Justin is that he is always on our team page, and even when I'm not, he is. He's always answering questions and posting positivity, and I just love him so much. He's so helpful and so sweet. And like this weekend, I was going to Brown County, and like there's no signal or anything out there really. And I'm like, I need some blitz cards. I forgot my blitz cards, and he was the first person to say, you can come get my blitz card. So I got you this book. It's called The Power, and it's by the person that wrote The Secret. And if you read the back, it's really cool. It says, in this book, I want to show you the way to an amazing life. There's so much for you to know about life. It is all good. In fact, it's beyond good. It's phenomenal. So I just want you to read this book, and I really think that it'll bless your life. And I hope that, I hope everybody can learn from Justin, because he's so sweet.
Somebody awesome. Yeah, he's the person that you see on our page, and he can post something. I mean, everyone knows whether you're having a bad day or not, Justin can make you a better day. He posts stuff on our team page. Sometimes it's not even related, and it makes you laugh so hard. And sometimes you need a laugh. It's a laugh. And Justin's amazing. So, Justin.
The next person I want to call is Megan. She is our little blitzing princess that runs around like a little fairy and everybody. And she literally, if anybody in this room wants to blitz, she will blitz with you. She doesn't care if you're on her team, if it's benefiting her. She is right there in the trenches teaching you how to blitz. And I just love her so much. She's so sweet. She's an amazing friend. She's an awesome leader. And I just think that she deserves this amazing Confident Woman book. So
and I can cry when I talk about Megan, because she's been through a lot in her life, and she is, no matter what, she's always giving back to people and making them feel good, and
she's so strong.
She's the definition.
I'm not right now.
She's the definition of a strong person, a strong woman, and if you're having trouble with anything, she will always be there, whether it's 1 hour away, 4 hours away. She would drive there for you on an instant. And these two, and Felicia are the It Works way, and you deserve it.
Yeah. All right, so thank you guys for coming, and I really hope that you guys got a lot out of this meeting. And if I haven't met you and Tiffany hasn't met you or any of the other leaders,
really quick though, I need everyone to scoot together. We're gonna take a big major picture together as a team.
Everybody should know by now. Don't leave till Tiffany gets her picture.
Shake your tatas, ass.
Did you bring the camera?
Bailey, let's go.
I can say you have to get it.
We also have bright green,
Like our green exercise or like pink hearts. Like my black t-shirt. I've been in my
together.